Big Boy's neighborhood.
Big Boy.
All righty, he is home, ladies and gentlemen. Marlon Wayans back in the neighborhood. Marlon Wayans, welcome back to the neighborhood.
Thank you, man. Thanks for having me. I appreciate you giving me one of these good, yummy drinks.
Yeah, that's that Orgain protein right there. You know, hey, let me ask you, man, why are you working so hard and making us look like we ain't doing nothing?
I think I was a slave in my past life.
Go ahead now. In my past life, I was up there busting shit for roast. You know, so
That's hilarious. No, my brother said to me, Damon goes, "You work too much. If you was a slave, they'd give you a raise."
Bring your dark skin into the house. Like, you can just come on in. Hey, man, but now Damon, he also, did he quit Lethal Weapon? Like, man.
I don't know what Damon do.
Really, though? Well, let me tell you what he did. He quit.
He said, really, though? Well, let me tell you.
Yeah.
I don't ask me for logic. I don't know what Damon do Damon.
Really, though? That's a good thing that you're going to let him talk for himself.
Damon do Damon. I just don't know how to talk for him, because if I say the wrong thing, you're stupid. What you doing? What do you say that for? He crazy.
Did y'all grow up? Was it fist fights in the Wayans household? Or
my brother Sean used to. It wasn't a fight.
Right.
Sean used to beat me up, and Damon would slap box with Sean, and Sean was really good at slap boxing. And then one day he hit Damon in the face, and Damon chopped him in the throat.
Oh, damn.
Because only a big brother could chop a little brother in the throat.
Yeah,
That's true.
And Keenan was like, I'm too big to fight with y'all.
Right. Yeah, like y'all.
Keenan looked like Terry Crews ×2 back in the 80s. So.
Especially when you have little eyes when you smaller. You ever been somewhere when you were little and then you go back and visit it? Like, man, this look way bigger.
Way bigger.
It used to be this street I used to cross that I used to be so afraid of crossing. And now I go back and I'm like, man.
It's such a little street.
Like, what the hell was I tripping off of?
It's like the playground we grew up in. I thought it was this big playground. It is a shoebox.
You go back, you're like,
a shoebox with a cement turtle in it.
Yeah, or you'll go to a crib, be like, man, how do we all live in there?
That's why I say every time I go into projects, it's like a little jail cell that we lived in.
What keeps you on stage, man?
Everybody's like, I just want to be my best me. So I stay on stage. It's like a knife, and you just keep sharpening your knife. I want to be a Ginsu. I want to be a titanium Ginsu. So I feel like this. I'm still nowhere close to where I want to be. And so by the time I get to where I want to go, it's not about getting there. It's about staying there.
Right.
And if I really look at the alchemy of my career, I look and I go, I've been here a long time, and I'm still not there, but I'm still here.
Right.
And it's beautiful that I could say that I didn't come and go. I've been here for 30 years growing and just getting better, and you'll see the progression. And for me, that's what keeps me on stage. I want to be nice with it.
When it comes to movies, how much do you get? Are you going to do another White Chicks? You know, there's just some time where somebody like, are you going to do like
every day? We need a White Chicks too. Well, then you sitting damn 6 hours of White Chicks. And no, but everybody asks me, and I would do it, but it just depends on the demand of the studio, and if they really want to do it, then they'll come with the right numbers, and we'll do a White Chicks too. But that's not a movie I do for free.
Let me ask you this. Why can you do White Chicks and we love it and people want to see it again, and you sit in the chair for 6 hours of white makeup, but we get so upset off of blackface?
Because there's no stigma involved with blackface. Well, I mean, with whiteface. We, as black people, been through a lot because of the journey with white people and because of slavery and what we've been through. So we ain't trying to hear that.
Yeah.
It's like,
I totally agree with you.
You do that when you're in a position of power. It's like you in a position of power, it's something different. We ain't equals yet. So when we do whiteface, the white people can laugh with, that's so great.
All in the theater.
But we are like that. But when
you do blackface, none of us will be in the theater. Whiteface, they all show up.
But in art, right, there's times when if you do it with class and you do it a certain way, that black people won't be mad at you. Black people wasn't mad at Robert Downey Jr. when he played the black guy in
Tropic Thunder.
Thunder.
They are now, though.
Yeah, but they're digging it up because now they're trying to find that look at Robert Downey. Now they're trying to prove when you do it with what's your intent. Right. What is your intent behind what you're doing? If your intention is evil, it's a bad intent, then it's the connotation of what you are doing is not fun. It's not about the denotation, it's about the connotation of what you did. When the guy, the governor of Virginia, did it, he was doing it in a racial place and with a racial intent to make fun of black people using blackface. And look, I'm with a KK member. So you gotta You got 2 flagrant fouls.
Yeah,
in one.
man. Yeah. So, exactly.
Negro, sit your ass out the game.
See, he even said it.
What did you think of the
And
Liam
by the way,
Neeson
White
story?
Chicks was funny.
It was so funny.
When you are
watch
funny, funny forgives a lot of things. Funny means that you found a way to say everything that you wanted to say. And even though there's sensitive people here and there, that we all agree this was hilarious.
Right.
Great thing about White Chicks, you know whose favorite movie White Chicks is? White Chicks.
Yeah.
So therefore, if you make a movie, mockery is the best form of flattery. So if we make fun of white people and they find that joke hilarious, we succeeded.
Go ahead now.
Ain't no black people laughing at what
Liam Neeson or the governor
the
taking
governor.
a pic. Yeah.
See, Liam Neeson's, I'm going to give you something different. Liam Neeson's, from what I've read, came from an angry place of something that happened to a friend of his that was raped. And I think in that statement, that sound more like anger, and anger for everybody. The fact that he said black now, as a black man, I get scared because what if I was on that street?
Yeah,
and the
coming
dude
out of a pub.
What movie was he in?
Taken.
Yeah, and the dude from Taken coming after me, and I'm like, oh wait, I'm not the right black dude. Now you just killing any black dude. But I think what he was saying was he was just angry that happened to his friend, and that was that sometimes that's blinded. There's fouls, right? And I think with stupid things that you say, there's certain penalties. It should be like jail. It should be like a jail sentence. For some crimes, you do a year. For some other crimes, it's a life. Some things are not redeemable. I think when he said that, I think he said it in a way that was, I'm mad at what happened to my friend about rape. And so I don't think it was black people in general. I just think he was trying to say, there's a black guy that she said did it, and he was just saying it. That sounded like anger. But I don't know. I wasn't there. I'm not in his head.
Right, yeah. And it was 40 years ago, and boy, we thought Tekashi 6ix9ine was snitching. He snitched on himself. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. Let me tell you a quick story here about my racism. Speaking of Tekashi 6ix9ine, bro, did you see this coming with Tekashi as far as...
Yes! I would have snitched too.
Yeah.
I'm the wrong... Don't do no crime around me. Everybody, anybody, I don't want to be in your gang. If I'm in your gang, expect if I get caught, I'm telling.
Yeah, what's that? Come on out the bushes. They caught us.
They got us. We caught y'all.
Come on out. Come on out.
They gonna see you up under there sooner or later, macho.
Yeah, he under the car and everything. Come on out.
I'm the wrong. Don't do no crime in front of me.
How do you raise your kids to make sure that they don't get caught up in what we see a lot of people getting caught up in now?
I tell them all the stories that happen to you if you get caught up doing something stupid. Because I know friends that got caught up doing something stupid that's serving lifetimes in prison, and some friends that served a few years in prison that came out and told me their stories, and I explicitly explained to them what those stories are. Son, don't get on a motorcycle. Why not? Well, Daddy got 4 friends that have died because they fell off motorcycles. One guy lived. He's in a wheelchair with one leg.
Wow.
And my son's like, guess what? I never want to be on a motorcycle. I'll tell you about the time that I was on a motorcycle and I fell off. You see this scratch on my leg? That was an easy one. My friend, he ain't make it. He ain't here no more. So I just tell him horror stories. Sometimes I lie about it.
But yeah. You got to about it. You got to like. And don't
I don't know 4 people that fell off motorcycles. I only know 2.
Yeah, but it sounds good.
But it works.
You know what I'm saying? But you just doubled the number. This is your story. You know what I'm saying? But I do.
We ain't gonna do no research like Dad. You was lying.
The reason why I ask you about Tekashi 6ix9ine as well, man, is because we see in social media, like there's certain things that we starting to portray. It's just a whole different world right now.
Here's why I feel bad for him. He can't hide.
Right.
It's not like he can assume a new identity.
Yes,
with
man.
all them tattoos on his face.
Yes. and he got 6ix9ines all on his arm.
I don't care what he do with his nose. I don't care what he do with his hair. I don't care. He always got that Tekashi 6ix9ine on his face.
Yeah, man.
So he's
for
in trouble.
life.
Have you seen the memes of the old guy with the 6ix9ine on his head?
No.
Oh man. Yeah. And it's just a lot, man. And it shows you that we got to be another layer of careful and another layer of thinking and we're so right
game.
now. Yeah.
This is not a game. All these people, right? If you hood, then those people are hood, and that's what they are. If you ain't hood, don't try to be hood. Because what happens is when you get into real situations, know who you are. I knew who I was. I have had friends to do crazy things. And I was always that friend like, yeah, about that robbery, I don't think I'm going to be able to make it, guys.
Yeah, I'll be at the house.
Replace me.
Yeah.
Why? Because my dad said I'm going to get a spanking. And I'm more scared of my dad spanking than I am of jail. So it kept me out of trouble because my daddy would whoop the skin off your ass.
Really, though?
Yeah.
What was your relationship with Tupac?
My daddy beat us so bad, slaves like, I feel so bad for him, boy.
Like, come on over here. What was your relationship with Tupac? Because you knew Pac, you knew Pac on a very personal level. You know what I'm saying? So you saw the inner side of Pac. I probably didn't know Pac as well, but I saw a different Pac that, there was many sides of Pac.
Exactly. And if you knew Pac, you knew that. And the side that got along with me and him was we was performing arts high school kids, and we were both very passionate about like acting and drama and like love of the arts. Like I went to LaGuardia. He went to school with Jada in Maryland, I think. And I went, Omar Epps is my best friend, and they did Juice together with my other best friend, Mitchell Marchand. And so I met Pac when he was doing Juice with Omar because I came up from Howard to go to the set of Juice, and we all became cool then. Then me and Pac did a movie Above the Rim, and we was cool as hell. Like Pac's work ethic was insane. Yeah. And first of all, we laughed a lot. Me and Pac laughed a lot. Like if you watch all our interviews, Pac was silly, man. He was funny, and I was funny, so we laughed a lot. So he would go to the studio and work all night long, come back to the set, and be like, yo, listen to this. And he had me in his trailer, and they be smoking blunts, and his trailer was right next door to mine, so I'd be half high. Yeah. So I come in there with my contact high and listen to Out on Bail, Thug Life, will never fail. I heard all these songs he was doing. But then at night, he would go to the clubs, and my mom told me, baby, now I like that Tupac boy. I think he's handsome. He got eyes like Snuffleupagus. And he's a beautiful boy. But he hang around a lot of trouble. And so I don't want you to hang around trouble. So I said, Ma, I'm in the hotel. Okay, baby. Just to hear what I'm saying. And, but that's God sending me my mom to keep, and I love Pac. But there were certain places I just didn't go with him. And
did you ever see a turn where it was, did you ever have a conversation with him?
I seen him when he turned into Bishop. I seen it. Right. Like he meant it. It was like, I seen him when he got out of prison for the second time. I got out of jail, and I seen him, but he was at this point he was legend status, right? And so but he always looked at me. And I seen Pac the night he died. Wow! I seen him in Vegas. Me and Omar and Mitchell was coming out the hotel of the Luxor, and he was about to get in the car with all of them. And me and Omar and Mitchell, they was in limousines. Me and Omar and Mitchell was in a cab, right? And so we got in the cab. And Omar seen Pac. He's like, yo, let's go say what's up. And I seen all these dudes around him. I was like, maybe you should say what's up to him next time.
Man, so you didn't go and say.
Omar was like, yo, we gonna say what's up. So I got out. I was like, you sure about this, guys? So we got out. That's the scared guy. Yeah, sure about this, guys. So Omar got out the car. He went and said what's up. I went and said what's up. Yo, what's up, man? How you doing? We laughed a little bit. And then me and Omar and Mitchell walked away. We got in the cab. And we remember looking back and Pac looking at us like, man, I'm glad I ain't in no cab, but that looked real safe. And then,
you got a vibe? Not a vibe, but you remember
I got a vibe of some uncertainty. I got a vibe of, because you got to remember that night they got into they had a beef, they had a fight. There was a lot going on, so it just looked like it was just a daze, man. You there, but you ain't present. Yeah. He was there, but he wasn't present.
Did you notice it even more after you found out that he was shot?
No, I was so obliterated by the fact that he got shot. Me and Omar Mitchell, we cried like chicks, man. That was our boy. And to hear about we in Vegas and you just seen your boy and he got shot. We're like, what are you talking about? But
who told you that Pac got shot? Because we didn't have like social media then where
I think we had the SkyTel two-way pages.
And somebody probably two-way.
It was all over the two-way.
Damn.
And then we checked out the news. It was on the news. And then so that was devastating. But you know what's crazy? I seen Biggie 20 minutes before he got shot.
No.
At the museum.
Yeah, Pearson.
I was there. And with my brother Keenan and Biggie was coming. We came up the party together. We was leaving the party together. Biggie goes, yo, I like your family stuff. Because Tupac and Biggie I had met years ago at Prince's Club Glam Slam because I went up there to see Pop. There's a famous picture of Tupac and Biggie at Glam Slam. I'm in the background.
Damn.
Twisting my hair.
Hey,
And
man.
So I seen Biggie was getting in his car, and Keenan was in front of me in his SL 500 drop top, looking all cool with his low down dirty Shane money.
Yeah.
And we heard gunshots, pop, 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 pop. He was like, go, go, go. He went over the speed bump. I got in my Rover. We jetted, and then
Then you heard who it was.
Then I heard. I went to the hospital because me and Puff went to college together, and so I was eating at Jerry's Deli. I went down the block. Me, Puff, Mark Pitts, we all went to Howard. So I known Pitts since LaGuardia. So and I knew Biggie. So we went by there, and it was a wrap. And Tracy Lee was Mark Pitts' artist, who's a friend of mine from college. He was out there, and that was a devastating moment, man. 20 minutes before he got shot, 20 minutes before so my point of this story is 20 minutes from now, you may be shot. So
I was going to say, I don't want to be near
I seen
you.
Big Boy.
Yeah.
I seen Big
Don't
Boy
say
20 before he got
that.
shot. Ain't nobody going to shoot Big Boy for what? Vegetables?
Well, I'm going to walk out with you.
What are they going to shoot him for? Protein shakes?
Yeah, all righty. But you know what, man? As many times as we had a chance to speak, I've never heard that conversation from you.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
There's more. I've been in Hollywood a long time.
Are you going to write the book or the movie?
No, you ain't getting me killed.
All righty. Y'all stick
like
around
I said,
your radio.
I ain't seen nothing.
You stay on the road, man.
I'm trying to be great.
Really though. So what does LA get a chance to see? Well, Brea Improv.
I mean, the beautiful thing is I did my special already, so they're gonna see brand new material because I don't do material that I did.
So you do a special and you just that's gone.
It never happened.
And they say it's really
it's not
hard.
like an album where you
come and do the hits.
Nah,
do knocking the boots. You know what I'm saying?
Do that punchline. Yeah. They don't want to hear that, man. You know what they want to hear? New stuff. And so
how do you do new stuff with everybody recording now? Do you have a no camera policy as well?
I got a no camera policy.
Yeah.
And if you want to record, you get kicked out. Yeah. So, you can you could be like when I first walk on stage, pull your phone out, like, yo.
The moment.
You could do a boomerang, but you ain't going to sit there and record a whole hour and a half. You're going to get kicked out. Your phone going to get swiped, and it's going to be a bad night. It's really embarrassing.
That's got to be hard for a comedian.
It's harder when they kick you out of club in front of your girl after you spent $40 on
Hell
ticket.
yeah. Baby, come on with me. Oh, you staying?
No, the girl.
Oh, you staying?
And the girl be like, I told your stupid ass not to record.
How do you do comedy in today's climate where what used to be funny isn't funny?
What used to be funny is still funny.
But it's not received the same way.
You have to say it differently.
Really?
It's not about the joke. It's about how you say it. We live in a more sensitive environment. But that doesn't mean that you stop going to these dark wells to find humor. We have to go in these dark tunnels as comedians to come out with the elixir, which is jokes, not just for our own sanity, but for society. We got to make the world feel good about what is bad. So forgive me if I offend a couple of people because I have to talk about a certain topic.
Because someone is in the room is always going to be hurt.
Yeah, if you say a hot button topic, people. Oh my God, I can't believe he's about to talk about molestation. Well, here's what's funny about it. You have to say what's funny about it. You have to go in there and talk about an experience. You have to go in there and talk about something you heard. You have to go in there and talk about these things. You can't be scared to talk about a topic. You have to go in there and you have to get the joke.
Then Natalia sent this to me, and it says jokes.
If you can talk about marriage, you can talk about anything.
Like a dictionary, how would it have the word and then the definition? It said jokes. We used to tell them before people became so offended by everything. It just feels like the profession you guys are in, even me just on radio every day, everybody's into a gotcha moment.
You can't give in to the gotcha moment. You get me. How about this? Get me. I'm for the taking. Get me. If you look through my Instagrams and I got you moments.
Yeah.
But guess what? The audience gets me.
What did you feel about Kevin Hart and the Oscars?
There's no got you when they already, what I do.
Right.
I feel like,
it's like the Eminem
you know what to expect.
The 8 Mile. Like he said everything, so you can't say
we
nothing.
grandfathered in. You know, I don't give a hell. So I mean, I'm only saying hell because
thank you.
I
appreciate that.
Yeah, I want you have sponsors and good organic nutrition.
How did you feel about when they came at Kevin Hart and the Oscars? And
I thought that I thought that the trolls are becoming successful at finding a way to infiltrate our society. People are so stupid nowadays that they're falling into foreign traps. There is an agenda to kill our First Amendment. There's an agenda from foreign forces. Social media. These aren't real people. These are trolls from different countries that's trying to stop our freedom of speech. And so they're using our press. They're using social media to leak to the press, to come at the stars so that these people have a story, but the agenda, the press got to be better. Don't bother us about petty stuff. We have a joke to tell the same way the press has stories to tell. We have our truth to tell. We have these jokes to get, and we need to align with each other and stop letting foreign influences kill our First Amendment. This is America. We think, feel, and say things differently. We are free. So you can't come at somebody about freedom of speech. I have the right to think any way I want. Right or wrong. There's no right or wrong. This is what I feel. Okay? And people in this country can feel and say something different. And that is okay. We can agree to disagree. That is the beauty of America. And no other place, a lot of places don't have this. So I'm going to protect my First Amendment right and say what the hell I want.
Okay, when we say we say what the, but it seems like sometimes, Marlon, we got Marlon Wayans in the neighborhood. It seems like sometimes it's almost like people are lock on something, like a coyote will lock on something, and everybody come and feed on it.
It's a witch hunt.
We just seen like with 21 Savage.
It's crazy.
21 Savage, of course, now with his
he's British now. I hate his music. What? You can be black and British. Since when can't you be black and British? The dude from Soul to Soul is black as hell.
Go ahead now.
He been
Google that if you guys don't know what he's talking
Soul
about.
to Soul. You know, whatever do you want it? He is black as hell. They are African Brits. You're still black.
What do you feel about
His
social
music
media
is still dope.
with the memes? And because one thing I'm gonna say, the reason why it tripped me out is because I didn't know, and I don't have to know. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know. Does it stop anything that he said he did? Like no.
I don't care.
Right. I sleep tonight.
Yeah. He's still funny. I don't. I mean, he's still a good artist. I don't care. I like his songs.
Some people were upset that like Demi Lovato was laughing at the
that's where I was going.
memes and saying and like
that's
even,
what I was saying. The attack.
Demi what?
That Demi Lovato was laughing at memes of him being British, right? But then you have other people like Offset and 21 Savage's mom coming out saying, "I don't think it's funny to laugh at someone who is fighting for their freedom right now."
I look and go, "Is the memes funny?"
Right.
Yeah,
Let's not put our reds with the whites. Let's not have pink socks.
Right.
Let's separate the clothes now.
Right.
One issue has nothing to do with another issue.
Right.
If Demi Lovato is laughing at a meme, guess what? Sometimes they do some really funny memes.
Right.
I've seen memes on me that make me go, that's kind of funny. And yeah, he's locked up, but I'm pretty sure if he's seen some of the memes, he'd be like, oh, that was funny. I find that
you got me there.
quite comical.
But you know what it is, man? We don't laugh anymore.
I'm just mad that Amber Rose didn't tell us. You should have told us.
Yeah,
right.
That's what she's trying to do.
Because you know she banged the British dude out here. At some point, like, oh my God, this is so wonderful. I love this, Amber. Oh, you slut walking, slut shaming hussy.
Man, but when we seen with Demi Lovato, it was like, man, that's where I go again. Everybody was upset, and if you got upset, I understand.
I'm not mad. Listen, if Demi Lovato found a smile in that, I'm happy. There's a girl that we seen her year. She went through a terrible year.
Yeah, and people brought that up as well.
Overdosing, and it's like, yo, if she finds a smile in a meme, God bless you, boo. I got 1,000 more I could send you. I'm going to DM her some more memes.
Go ahead now.
Because, if it gives her a smile, let her smile. If you don't like it, then you ain't got to watch her Instagram. You ain't got to watch what she's doing. You turn your back. Be you. Stop minding other people's business. That's the thing about Instagram is everybody's trying to monitor everybody else. Go back to your life. Go back to. I'm about to shut my Instagram and my Twitter off.
No, you can't.
I can't because I just got to sell these shows.
But it felt good when you said it.
I mean it.
I haven't been. I've been off for over a month.
It took me a long time to aggregate. Yeah, so I ain't one of these artists. I ain't Kanye where I'm gonna erase it. And then I come back and I'm gonna have more followers. Nah, I erased it like, damn.
You gone.
I ain't gonna follow him again.
Yeah.
I gotta go. I gotta do something
You
crazy.
like I done built up to a number.
I ain't getting them 3 million views back.
Like I feel you, but I gotta stay in
Half them people think I'm Damon. How about that?
What is Sextuplets?
Sextuplets is my next movie that I just did for Netflix. And it's basically about a guy who goes on a journey. It's basically about a guy who's about to have a baby, and he's having an identity crisis because he was adopted. So he wants to find his birth parents, and he goes on a journey to find his birth parents, and he finds out that he's one of 6 twins, which are called sextuplets, and I play each and every twin. So it's me in different makeup, doing different characters.
Is that some of the wardrobe that I saw you in on social media?
Yeah. When you see this, what's crazy is at a point from the first character you meet, because I'm in scenes with myself, from the first character you meet, you forget the fact that it's the same guy playing all those characters. And that to me...
Dude, that's genius, though. Like, I know you could pull that off.
It's funny, man. It's weird because you sitting there going, yo, this is like, because the camera's moving. It's not like, look, when Eddie did it, which is Night Professor and Coming to America, he stepped it up a notch from where Richard did it. Like, he changed the game. Eddie's brilliant. Pryor's brilliant. So if I'm gonna do this, you got to do something different.
Right.
And you better come to the table with something different. And we were able to use technology to do motion capture. So I'm actually, it's not like cutaways to me in different characters. I'm actually in a scene acting against myself. It's crazy.
Hey, dude, what does the call sheet look like? You know what I'm saying? It's like one. You know what I'm saying? Like Marlon.
No, it's 1A. 1A, that's when I'm Alan. 1B, Russell. 1C, that's when I'm Dawn. 1D is when I'm Jasper. 1E is, so for each character, I'm one something. So I worked 20 hours every day.
At any point, do you ever say, like, why did I do this?
Every
like, why
day.
did I?
And all the fun was gone.
Start cutting scenes.
After the first 6 hours of makeup, all the fun was gone. But here's what's crazy about me. I didn't cut scenes.
Right.
I improvise more. My fun, my hell was when I had to get up at 3 o'clock in the morning, sit and make up till 10 o'clock in the afternoon, 10 o'clock in the morning. So I'm already there 7 hours. And then I work from 10 o'clock till we get it done. So that I may go from 10 o'clock to 2 o'clock in the morning. Wow. So which means I had damn near a 24-hour day, and then I get a 2-hour turnaround to come back and do the same thing again. So, but for as tiring as that was, it was from action to cut. I had so much fun. I improvised so much. This movie's a blast, man. When you see this movie, July. Netflix.
Have you seen
special.
it yet?
I've seen the first cut. It's special, bro.
Do you trip off of watching it? Like, man, we really pulled this off.
I forget I'm me. Yes, that's the thing is you pull it off. I forget that I'm the same guy playing all these different characters. They're all so different. And what's crazy is I watch them, right? And when one character starts talking, like when Russell talks, my voice, I find my jaw going like this when I'm watching. And then when Jasper's talking, I find myself looking at him like that. And then when I see Ethan, Ethan talking, I see myself and I'm just looking at him like that. So it's 7 different characters with 7 different voices. And then Dawn, I got the sister. Right. She a little big now, but it's thick with 2 sleeves. But when you see it, man, you just go, yo, this is something special. I always wanted.
That sound like great work, bro.
I always wanted, like, people go, you should do more drama. I love, like, the academies. I always dreamed of getting, like, an Academy Award or Golden Globe, but I always wanted to do it for comedy because I feel like that would be an accomplishment for the art of comedy. When was the last time we seen an Oscar won for a comedy?
Yeah, man.
Like, even a comedic performance. I love what Robin Williams did with Mrs. Doubtfire, and he got a Golden Globe win with a comedy. So, Eddie Murphy, I thought, should have won an Oscar for Nutty Professor. It's like they nominated him for Dreamgirls, but I'm like, he should have won.
Right.
The Nutty Professor. He played seven
good.
at a table, and you didn't see Eddie Murphy in any one of them.
Yeah, man.
And then when he was Clump, and he had Dave Chappelle
Professor
hurt his
Clump.
feelings, and you see the pain in his eyes. You go, that's a person. Give that man an Oscar.
I hate
So
that scene.
Yeah, see what I'm saying? Because they
So
did it
sad.
so well. Marlon, did you have any team in the Super Bowl?
yeah, none.
Oh, okay, there you go.
No, I'm not gonna. I did Rams. I wanted Rams to win.
Right.
But
Why? Because are you a Rams fan, or was it the story?
I'm just a Patriots hater.
Hater.
Right, yeah, okay, got you.
I'm a Patriot hater. I just don't like the fact that Tom Brady is perfect.
All that
You
greatness.
can't- all that greightness,
Yeah.
and you're gonna have a fine wife,
Yeah,
and
man.
and you rich and chill with a billionaire
Like,
that
wait.
dances with Cardi B.
Yeah.
I'm through with this.
Throw in the towel.
Enough.
Yeah, so it was almost anyone but
I was
them.
hating. I'm just gonna be real.
How did you feel about the halftime performance?
I didn't really. You know, the Super Bowl was so damn boring that it seemed exciting to me.
Yeah, right. Come on, Adam. Come on.
Here's the thing, right, with Adam, right? Because I'm not really into rock and roll and stuff, so I was like, I don't know if I know these songs. When you're singing the whatchalls, I didn't know the songs. When you're singing like the lyrics, and then when he got to the hook, I was
Yeah,
like,
I got the moves like Jagger. I got the moves like that. I got the moves. Oh yeah, I know this one.
I was like,
Take his shirt off.
It was crazy because
I
every
did,
song
but
he
it
did,
didn't think I had
knew.
my shirt on.
Yeah, without a Janet Jackson, and fine though. You know what I'm saying? If there was a halftime of comedy for the Super Bowl in this climate, would you have stepped on stage?
Sure.
Okay. What did you feel about Travis Scott and Big Boy from Outkast stepping on?
I felt like I wanted to see a little bit more of them.
Yeah.
I felt like,
Especially when we're gonna come at them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
they felt like there was like extra and a day player inside of a movie.
Yeah.
It's like, I seen his eyebrow. I seen Travis Scott's
we
eyebrow.
need atmosphere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Negroes come, Negroes.
All right. Yeah, and I thought for what they were going to receive as far as, you know, how everybody was going at them. And then when I saw the actual performance, I was like, man.
For this?
Like,
Here's the thing. I think it was entertainment. It was entertaining. You know what I'm saying? Especially when you got a Super Bowl where they scored 10-3. It's like, yo, it's like, it was probably a highlight for me, the halftime show. So I loved when we did In Living Color, and my brothers did the halftime show.
yes.
When they did that, they counteracted with the halftime show, and they did an episode of In Living Color.
And we
at halftime.
watched that.
Yes, it was
Yeah.
huge numbers. That to me is exciting. So, you know,
What's the next exciting thing for you? Like, where does Marlon Wayans take it?
I want to do another special probably this year or next year, and then start playing bigger theaters. And I want to one day hit play the arenas and play the Staples Centers and play the Garden and play. I got big ambitions of things I want to do. Sell out, big places and do, just sit on stage and do great sets and make people laugh for generations to come. And then creating my next TV show because they canceled Marlon.
That made me sad.
Don't be sad.
No, it was. I liked it.
Everybody liked it.
Yeah.
Everybody liked it except Bob Greenblatt,
Right, yeah.
who's
Who did the green light.
programming
Yeah.
NBC. It was so bad. I asked NBC, I'm like, so other executives be so why can't I get some posters? I only have one poster. How you expect me to promote when I only got one poster? Nobody knows the show's on, and they would just go, yeah. And I was like,
yeah, what?
Is that an answer?
You start really booking shows
I was like,
after
yo,
that.
Like,
put me. Listen, your artist is going to send me. I seen the promotion, the marketing, and they had one city, just me going to New York to do promotion. I said, no, I want to go to 25 of the top markets, and I want to do press from 6 o'clock in the morning to 6 o'clock at night. Just put me on a plane, give me a 800 square foot hotel room, and feed me 4 times a day. And I want to go work my ass off to make sure that everybody in America and over the seas sees this show. And then they sent me the marketing thing with one city. And I said, wait, I want to go to 25 cities. Why can't I go to 25 cities? And they go, yeah, I know, right? I'm like, that's not even an answer.
Yeah.
It's not an answer. So
One city on there. Like I said,
Are you guys
25.
sending me the cities one at a time? Because I only got one.
we're doing something different.
Right.
It felt like a science experiment. And what's beautiful is I got to thank the audience because we never lost a viewer. Whenever we launched, even though the first season we had like 6 million, 5 million views, we kept gaining. The second season, they changed my time slot, changed my day, and changed the lead-in. And so I was able to only get 40% of the viewers from the year before. But when we launched, I never lost a viewer. My numbers only increased every week. And I got to thank the audience for the audience that found it, the audience that watched it, and especially the audience that watches it on Netflix worldwide. They're like, yo, this show was so great. And so I'm happy, thankful I did 20 great episodes of television. Not mad at NBC Universal, because I feel like, you got to be where people want you. And if you don't fit in the zone that they want, then you're better off going somewhere else. And it's okay. And I'm not mad. I don't get bitter. I just get better. I'm thankful. And my best work is about to come, so I'm not mad.
Marlon, we know we got you in the neighborhood, and of course we talk about comedy and everything, but just on some social issues as well, bro.
Yep.
Like, you really speak to us in the neighborhood very well. But I do have to ask you about Jussie Smollett.
Yes.
We seen brother get beat up, jumped in Chicago. Some people are saying things didn't happen that way, or maybe it didn't happen at all. Just being in a position of being vocal and people knowing.
I don't think okay. If they're saying it didn't happen that way, I don't think, who is he, Tawana Brawley now? Like,
Right. This is what happened.
Did he make this up because he didn't want to go to work the next day? It's like, it's like, I don't think you misunderstand why you're getting your behind beat, the N-word and the F-bomb.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure the left ear heard this, the right ear heard that. You hit me with 2 flagrants and 1 beat down. I'm telling you right now.
And let's not even, why is this noose around my neck as well?
That's just crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. And he didn't do that himself.
Right.
Who knows how to make a noose?
Right.
I don't know how to do it. I can barely do my necktie.
Right.
You know how to do the intricacies of a noose?
Just the climate of what's going on right now, man, where we see just what's happening in the White House. It seemed like we've always known, Marlon, that there was a lot out there, but do you feel like now with Trump being in office that we're starting to see it even more because there's an entitlement to it?
I feel like somebody's trying to start a race war. Mm-hmm. It feels like a movie where somebody set up a murder because they're trying to set somebody up. They're trying to set something up. This seems like something from a plot.
Yeah.
This seems like, this is like,
when you look back, you go, oh, that was that moment.
It's like OJ dropping the glove. It's
like divide us more.
They're trying to divide us. They're trying. We as Americans, we have to be smarter. I have a lot of white friends. Ain't none of them turned on me and called me the N-word yet. Like,
well, not to your face,
right?
But.
No, but I know they do it behind my back.
Yeah.
I call them H-word all the time. But here's the thing. We have to be smarter. I think that people are trying to start a race war. They're trying to divide America. They see that our country is weak right now. These are foreign people that look at our country, and with this guy in office killing NATO, and you're making us susceptible. Henry Kissinger did a book called Diplomacy. And diplomacy teaches you that you got to have good relationships. America is America because we have great relationships with Canada. We have great relationship with Mexico. We have and Latin America. We have great relationship with England. We have great relationship with Japan. So we are protected. And now we have bad relations with everybody. And now we are susceptible to being attacked from every direction. And this is somebody's doing, and we got to get better. We got to make better choices. We got to change this president, and we got to move forward and get America back, because I don't know what we were becoming.
I heard that. All right, y'all stick around your radios. Marlon
And I'll tell you
Wayans.
this much, one more thing.
Yes, sir.
Jesse, next time, I want you to grab the smallest dude and bite something.
Yeah.
If I need proof. I take an eye. Take a
scratch.
I would
put a finger in your mouth or something.
I'd come back with I'll bite a penis off. Here. If you find the owner of this penis.
No, you
He's the one that did it.
Like
Somebody go to the hospital with a missing penis.
He can't be too far.
You gotta go to the hospital when your penis missing. I'm like, yo, here, take this.
And now we know.
Who does this belong to?
And now we know. You know what I'm saying? And once again, Marlon Wayans, thank you for coming into the
Thank you
neighborhood.
for having me.
I
appreciate
cannot
you.
wait to see Sextuplets on.
It's special, bro.
And I'm talking about, bro, even if
Me
you
too.
get an early viewing, please send that to
I
me.
will.
Yeah, man. But thank you for coming into the
I
neighborhood.
will definitely invite you to the premiere. You got to come.
Oh, yeah. Damn, they doing it all like that.
Okay.
I love when Netflix, it's movies.
Netflix be spending money. They do real movies.
Invite us.
And also, March 22nd, I'm going to be at the
Levity Live?
Levity Live in Oxnard. Yes.
Levity Live
22nd
in
to 24th.
man.
But thank you for having me, man.
Always a
thank you
pleasure,
for sitting down and can you put some air conditioning on next time? You have it.
You have it
Well, you were wearing.
You have it on Negro.
Oh.
Dude,
You came in.
Jaimin Hansu. It's like you have 2 more notches up, and you have it on like
you
Wesley
came
Snipes.
in with a shirt, a hoodie, a Pendleton.
It's cold, huh?
Sleeping bag over here.
Some big ass flannel. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Big old
yeah.
sleeping bag.
You're just
And
on
then-
to us. We're just trying to get you naked up in here. Come
Right
on.
here.
Oh, girl,
I'm not getting nowhere in
You
there.
got a ring on your finger. Stop
Right.
hitting on
And she
me.
the one we were talking about
She
getting
too.
naked.
She too.
Yeah. Marlon Wayans in the neighborhood, big boy's
Big
neighborhood.
boy.